Bring in the people. Yes. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know who it is. It's Trot Wham on Twitter. NFL Week 2. The script. I'm here. We there. And we ain't going nowhere. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know who it is. It's going down right now. We got the people out there in the chat right now. My boy Justin McLeavy, the first one up in here. Stacks play money of the day, man. Stacks play of the day. DJ Moore. Yeah, last week was terrible for him. So he's taking DJ Moore over 49.5 receiving yards plus 117. I love that look, brother. His record so far, he's been hitting 3 straight. It's 63 and 72. Shout out to my dog, Justin McCleavely. I love you to death, my boy. You already know. Shout out to my dog as well. Big Ragu up in here. Shout out to Big Ragu. He said McKelvey, man, my fault, bro. I'm sorry if I fucked your shit up. my fault, my dog. McKelvey, I ain't gonna never do it again. I ain't gonna fuck your shit up again. My fault, bro. But yeah, man, shout out to you. Shout out to everybody else up in here as well. We got some best up in here. I got some best my damn self. My boy Don Rich, he is in the back as well. Whenever he's ready, I know to bring him in as well. We got Don Richie in the house as well. Y'all know Who-Bangin we in. We on the run right now, man. It's a beautiful thing. I love the way my brothers over there did it up yesterday for Boston the Sauce. They gave us so much cash yesterday. Shout out to Boss, shout out to Ragu. Man, shout out to everybody, man. Oh, everybody slender your name, man. That is not my problem. Man, look, bro, I'm sorry for that, bro. But that ain't my problem, bro. I'm not trying to be a part of everybody. I'm trying to be the homie. You feel me? So the fact that I did it, I'm sorry, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm fucked up, bro. But at the same time, that's cold. Everybody fuck your shit up like that. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It's just kind of you could say it anyway, but Kelvy, I'm gonna do that all the time. Say no more, bro. I appreciate you, bro. All top, always up in here. And then all top, of course, my sister. She always calling me when I'm having the show. She just nuts. She calling nigga every time. It doesn't. It is only right. But yeah, but what I was gonna say, but yeah, so I'm gonna make it's only right. She always calls me. But yeah, so it's let's get into these games, man. We got talking 3 minutes in, giving out to the chat since high school, bro. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Sorry to hear that, my boy. All right, so let's go through this first few games. Let's do a recap here. Obviously, the first game, I had action in this game. I had the both teams to score in the first game in the first quarter on Thursday night. That loss. Y'all seen what happened in that game? It was so terrible, bro. Like it looked like they could have had it so many times. And they just fell flat as far as like turnovers within that first quarter. Both teams had perfect opportunity to score. One team did, the other team didn't. But it is what it is. We lost that one, and that's what it is there. So we're gonna keep it going. As far as the game itself, very interesting to see how close it was early on in the game. And then as far as how it ended up playing out, the Eagles just had the better team down the stretch. And then Kirk Cousins did still Kirk Cousins, you know what I'm saying? Even though he put up big numbers, but still just, couldn't put it down at the end. So, I think the Eagles probably got a little lucky on the first 2 games. I got to see a little bit more from them. As far as the Vikings, I think we already know that they're going to be like 3rd place in their division. We don't think that anything highly of them. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But this next game, before I bring this up, I'm going to slide to my guy, Don Richie. He up in here as well. Let's bring in my brother, Don Richie, man.
What up? Wow.
There we go.
Damn, I get sound effects and everything. I must be rising up in the ranks. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Got to, brother. You
gotta get even sound effects. How's everything, Wham? Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
I'm blessed, bro. I'm chilling, man. I'm feeling good.
I hear you, brother.
Woke up and ready to get at it.
Ready to get at it. So quickly let's get going. Quickly on the game that you just talked about. Mm-hmm. Again, the Vikings cover a point spread of +7 or less. They opened up at 7.5. Line closed at 6. But Vikings last year, 11 games out of what? They play 17, right? 1 bye week. So 11 games out of 17 last year and 2 games already this year. They covered that number.
Right.
They either win or lose by 7 points or less. I'm starting to think if we see the Vikings as a dog, we just follow them live. If we see them go over 7.5, they're worth a live bet, probably more times than not. Think about
Okay.
it. 13 out of the last 19 games played, they were 7 points. They either won or lost by 7 points.
I get you.
Interesting.
I get you.
Interesting.
No,
Interesting.
I get you. I get you. And that's enough said about that game. That game is over
Yes,
with.
yes.
Let's
Yep,
go
yep.
into this next game, man. Make it real quick and brief. I'm
Go
just going to
ahead.
tell you straight up. I like the Packers here. I think that the Packers, and as far as them not
Oh,
being
Packers
two, I don't know
Falcons.
why that says -2. They're actually +3 right now, to be honest with you, as far as the Packers. On the road against the Falcons. Uh, let's talk about this game right now. As far as the Atlanta Falcons right now, let's uh this is a small, this is short total 40 and a half at some spots. I think you get at points bet 40 and a half, but other than that, it's at 40 pretty much everywhere else. As far as the actual layout for this game, in my opinion, it's kind of favoring Green Bay off the rip, and that's the reason why I am liking Green Bay here. Not just because they have won the last two meetings and they have the better quarterback off jump. I think we all would agree that they have the better quarterback
I
off the
agree.
jump. You know what I'm
I
saying? At
agree.
least the small sample size that we've seen so far for both teams, he has the better quarterback as far as Jordan Love. And I like Jordan Love based off of Utah State. So maybe I'm a little biased. I'm just gonna say that I had cashed a lot of money with Utah State back in the day. So shout out to them. They did their thing. And then as far as Jordan Love, I had high expectations of him. The fact that he had a great game last week. He's going up against a better defense here. That's for sure. I think the Atlanta Falcons defense is not likely. That's the reason for the total to be so low. Along with Green Bay, they have so many good defensive players over there. So many blue chippers over there on the defensive side of the ball. I think that only going to play really well on that side of the ball as well. So I like the under, to be honest, but to be honest, to reel it all the way back, the reason why I'm not on the under is because I think that the scoring is going to come from the Green Bay Packers. I'm scared they may put up a 30 piece. They could possibly still do that, even though they have guys on the injury report that are very questionable here. Jordan, Christian Watson doubtful, most likely not playing. Aaron Jones is out, most likely he's not playing. Romeo Dobbs is probable. He's possibly will be playing in this game. That's a big plus there. I do think that they have other wide receivers there that haven't been able to produce there. I'm not going to name any names here because they're not giving us any props, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're not giving us any props. There's no reason to name any names here to make these guys famous here or even try to attempt to. So we're going to leave it at that. But for the most part, I think they have other options. They could distribute the ball around, even without Aaron Jones, even without Christian Watson. It's going to be interesting to see how this really plays out. But I think that the Packers are starting to see the little bit of money starting to get towards them. I think that's rightfully so. Even though it's at the 3 right now. I think the Packers are going to start getting a little bit more money. It's a key number here. So I fuck with I fuck with all the Packers. Love. I think the Falcons, even though they're my team, I'm going against them here. Um, I understand, Justin, you like the Falcons. He got them on his card. I think B. John Robinson, anytime touchdown for sure is a solid. That's really the only bet that I made as far as touchdown props that won last week. So I definitely like to go back to the well with that. But I do have 3 other touchdown props that I'm going to talk about here, and none of them are in this game, so no reason to talk about it right now. So I like the Packers. I'm on a +3. That's the official bet for me. Yeah, that's it for me. I'm on Packers +3 -120. That's the official bet for me. Anything you like in this game, Dom? About the
I'll go quickly. I only have the Packers in a. I got a free parlay contest bet at BetUS for whatever
oh,
reason. They
okay.
sent me a free parlay, and and I had to pick 5 teams, and one of the 5 teams I picked was Green Bay. But I don't really have a play on this game. I like
Oh, I think you muted, Dom. I think you're muted, bro.
Second. There you go. I
Yeah,
don't know
there you
why.
go.
I don't know how
Yeah,
that happens automatically,
yeah, my
man.
fault. That was
Sometimes
weird.
it's friggin' weird. Computers
But
are
yeah, you
weird.
say you like the Packers too with me, so I
Yeah, I like the
understand that.
Packers.
Yeah,
Falcons head to head. First of all, these two never played each other, which I was
right.
surprised. And the Falcons, off a win against a division rival, have lost a lot of historically. Have 35-59 historically off a win against a division rival. That's a long running stat. The Atlanta Falcons have always been my kryptonite. They're a team that's always killed me. I go with them, I go against them. So that's why I don't bet the game outright. But I like the Green Bay Packers today.
Uh,
I'm seeing a 2.5 now. By the way, it's
oh,
popping
okay.
up,
Yeah,
popping
yeah.
up, starting
So
to pop
that's
up.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying. So you right there with me as far as
I'm
that.
with you. Go ahead.
Right there with you on exactly with the Packers there. So what other game do you want to touch on here, Dami? I want to go right down what your card is reading you. That way we can kind of keep it flowing here in the flow of the
Okay, I
show.
didn't know if you were going over every
Not really
game
matter,
or
yeah. Yeah, we
yeah,
don't gotta talk about every game for sure. We don't
yeah,
because
yeah.
I want to talk
I
about
only bet. I'll
my
be
cash.
honest with you. I bet two games so far, and I was looking to add something else in here
Okay,
as we go. The
all
game I
right.
bet, I think it's going to be an interesting game, and
Uh-huh.
we'll see what happens. I might have jumped the gun a little bit, but I took the Jaguars earlier in the week, plus 3.5, minus
Okay.
110. Then I heard they had a little bit of they have some O line injuries, and yes, Kelsey is back, but the
Okay.
line still went down to three. And I'm seeing a three
Yeah.
now, which
Uh-huh.
is Chiefs minus three, minus 120. I
Mm,
like the Jaguars overall. I liked them last week.
okay.
And like I said, it might have been a little bit of an early jump. I'm not happy that Kelsey is back, obviously, for my bet. But
Okay.
I'm going to ride with the Jaguars today. I'm not going to buy out of it, that's for sure.
But I like the factor of Calvin Ridley, man. I think he's still being undervalued, even though
Yep.
we seen what he was doing in preseason. We seen what he was doing in that first game. He's shown that he's the best wide receiver that they have, and he's probably going to be the best wide receiver in this game for sure. Um, even with Kelsey out there, I think he's going to be that type of player. He's going to be the best wide receiver or best pass catcher that they have out there on the field today. So.
Eight
I
receptions,
wouldn't be
right?
surprised. I
Eight
wouldn't be surprised.
receptions, 101 yards, one TD. Had a nice week last week, right?
I wouldn't be surprised if he is the two touchdown candidate as
There you
well.
go.
Ridley as well. So I like Calvin Ridley a lot today. So I agree with you with the Jaguars there, but we can
I
kind of
like their
keep it
running
going on a
back, too,
brisk
bro.
pace, like Peter Loshak said. We'll go straight into the game that I got some more cash in here, and
Go ahead.
we'll go a little faster. This is an early
Go ahead.
game. This is Chargers. Chargers. The coach is very underwhelming. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, the coaching has been just very underwhelming for the Chargers. I'm not going to just put it too much on the coach. It's one game. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the coaching has been underwhelming with the Chargers. One thing about this Titans team, though, is that it has been pretty consistent on that side of the ball. We know what Frank Verbal what is going to get. Well, we know what we're going to get with him. As far as running, we know what we're going to get with Derrick Henry. But what do we know about the wide receivers and the catchers on this team with the Titans? I think we do know a little bit enough about uh, DeAndre Hopkins. Obviously, we had the scare with him. I think he had an injury, DeAndre Hopkins here, so he was questionable coming into this game. But now he's actually ruled inside the game. So ruled in the game, and not only in the game, he's ruled to be a pretty factor. He said his body's ready to go. He's going to be pushing as far as he can, to try to play as much snaps as he can. So I think that the team is going to unleash him just as much as they did in that first game. He's their number one pass. Got the number one in targets last game. I think he's going to do that again in this game. Who else the fuck do they have? You know what I'm saying? Who else do they have? So
Right.
it's
That's the
really
question.
DeAndre Hopkins. I'm really going to lock in on him. I took him to even go in and score a touchdown today at plus 185. I think you got to shop around for that there. I think you possibly get plus 200. I'm kind of moving around a little bit fast there. I ain't gonna lie to you though, but I am possibly gonna look in and try to hop in a little bit more at a plus 200 spot if I can. At maybe like Boyd or something like that. I'm not sure, but I like DeAndre Hopkins anytime touchdown. I got it at plus 185.
That's a
And
nice
then
price.
yeah, and
Is
then
Bosa
also
playing? Here's the question: Is Bosa playing for the Chargers? I know he was undetermined.
he is in the game.
Okay,
He's
we
in the
know
game.
Eckler is out. Chargers got some injuries. We know Eckler is out for the day.
Mhm.
They do got some injuries.
They got
So,
Marvin Williams is ruled out as well.
right,
Yeah,
right.
Marvin Williams is ruled out. The wide receiver there, he's not playing in this game.
There's a possibility that the Tennessee Titans, who no one thinks any much of, including myself, but there's a possibility that they could be being overlooked in this game today. That's all I got to say. I wouldn't
I
take
agree with that. I
I
agree with
wouldn't
that.
take the
But
Chargers with the points. To be
I'm on
honest
the
with you,
Chargers. I'm on the Chargers here. I like the Chargers. I like the Chargers kind of still like I think that the Quentin Johnston I think he's gonna play pretty well in this game as far as the wide receiver there. I mean, we got to see Jordan. We got to see Justin Herbert or Herbert ball out, man. We got to see Justin Herbert
yes, we
ball out
do.
here. This is a great opportunity to do it. You know what
Yep.
I mean? It's nothing really scary, even though you're on the road and do all the shit right there. But I don't think it's too scary here. They laying 2.5, starting to see 2.5 there. So
Last year they played one game, 17-14
yeah,
final score. Right? They haven't played. 2019 was the last time they played before last year. So, but last week, Titans rushed for 141 yards. Chargers didn't even break 100, but they did have, of course, passing yards were 100 better than Tennessee. I think there's a tighter game that maybe is thought about. Maybe that's why the line is what it is. You bet the Chargers at 3.
yeah. I got the Chargers at 3 right there.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah, I stayed off this
they're
game.
at two
This
and
was
a half right
confusing
now.
for me,
Well, you
bro.
got 2.5. Yeah, you got 2.5 right now available to you right now. But I got the 3 at minus 110.
Good morning, Nate Dogg,
Yeah.
Abel, Dabby, Justin, Big Ragu. Good to see the guys out here
Shout out.
early in the
Shout
morning.
out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you got the Chargers.
Yeah, I got the Chargers here.
Good.
I just think that they're
They
going to be
should
a
win
little
this
bit more
game.
cohesive here and
They need it. They
push it
sure
out
need
and
this
win this
game.
game.
Yeah.
They need this game more than
Yes, they do.
the Tennessee needs this game. To be
Yes,
honest
they
with you.
do. I
So
agree with you, bro.
that's for sure. But honestly, it ain't like I said. The coaching has been very hard to bet with. You feel me? That's why
I
I lead
agree.
up with that. That's why I lead off with that because they're very hard to bet with. But I do have a half a unit on them to win it. This is one of my consider my smaller bets there, but I ain't worried about it. I ain't mad about it at all. But this bet is a full unit bet. This next one.
Go ahead.
Did you have anything else on this game?
No, no, no. Go ahead, Wham. I'm
This
behind you.
next game here, I got real quick another analysis with you too. Why would you trust Russell Wilson when he about to be benched
Thank
and
you.
kicked to the fucking curb?
Thank
They
you.
about to get rid of Russell Wilson like a bad habit, man. They about to drop him like quick sand lays never land. You feel me? I'm telling you, Russell Wilson is out of here, y'all. I'm sorry. Russell Wilson is out of here. It's over for the ride. We ain't riding no more. The Astro van broke down. I'm telling you, the Astro van broke down. It's no more. Let's ride. Us. You feel me? It's no more of that. No more of that shit. It's over for him. They put him on a cold game, really telling us this that the insiders are even saying that if he doesn't prove it in this game, they're gonna just turn over the ball. They're gonna just let the backup run the ball and do it up like that, and then try to get him off the books after this year. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be a lesser blow on their books rather than trying to keep him around. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That is crazy to think
But
of it
that's
that way. But it's
yeah.
the honest truth. You know what I mean? Especially if they don't win against this team. So this team right here, the Commanders, they're in a really good position, really a high reward, low risk scenario. You know what I mean? Because what happens if they lose? What happens if they lose? Really
Right.
nothing other than the same inevitable thing that's going to happen regardless. Ron Rivera is going to get fired, and Eric Bieniemy is going to be the head coach.
Right.
Regardless, that shit is inevitable. That's going to happen regardless.
It's
This is nothing at all having to do
Man.
with this game. You look
man,
at
oh
this,
man.
You look at the game and you think about it like that.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
You think about it like that. You think about it like that. You think about the Broncos. Why
Let's
would
see
you
what they
trust
got
Russ
here.
today, y'all? Don't trust Russ. Trust Sam Howell. Trust the Commanders. Trust I said Johnston last game. Just Johnston in this game. You feel me?
Right.
Just the wide receiver in this game. Just as the boys over here, Terry McLaurin in this game. I think that this defense is going to be a lot more better because obviously Trace Young is back and they have Sweat back as well. So they have a lot of guys, key contributors back on the defensive side. The defense is definitely going to be top tier here. They put Russ in a terrible position, y'all. I think they did that for a reason. Get his ass the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody riding. They out of here. You feel me? It's
I,
over. It's gone. So give me the Commanders. I'm not even taking the points. I'm taking the money line plus 167. I'm taking the Commanders on the money line, man. It's the official play for me.
you got to think that Sean Payton is looking. He didn't take that job because Russell Wilson was his quarterback. I don't think so. I
There
think
you go.
you're 100% on board with that. I'm on board with you. I think you're spot on with that. And I'll tell you, the Commanders, man, they almost lost that game last week, right? They were a big survivor pick for a lot of people, and they came on in the fourth quarter and they squeaked out that game. I don't think they covered, but they won the game as far as survivors game. So I think Washington maybe got a little bit of a scare last week. And listen, they should beat this Denver Bronco team. I don't care it's in Mile High and all that stuff.
Yeah.
If you got a +4 at the beginning of the week, I don't know what the line is right now. That was a good line. I'm seeing some 3.5s, I guess now. I like the Commanders. I like their quarterback. I like the way they're doing. That division, they're not talked about in their NLE, NL. I'm still in baseball mode. They're not talking about
NFC.
them so much in football, right? For the East,
Yeah.
right, with the Giants and everybody. But they're a sneaky team, man. They put a couple of wins on their belt, and every you're not gonna get them at a plus price too much more if you as you will today. Denver still has that. I guess Sean Payton might have brought some love back to that team after Nathaniel Hackett was such a terrible coach. But I believe what you said about Ron Rivera, and I kind of feel about the same
Yeah,
way
he
with the
out of here.
Jets. And we'll talk about the Jet game when it comes to. But well, before the whole Rodgers thing went down, my theory was any kind of the Jets don't do what they're supposed to do this year. When Rodgers was the quarterback, I felt for sure he'll be pushing to get Salah out and get his boy Hackett as the head coach. I think that was the plan from the beginning. I think as far as that game is, we'll talk about it when it gets there. But it just reminded me of what you said about Rivera. That's all. That's
Yeah,
all I gotta say.
you know what I'm gonna do? We could go to the next game that I actually got cash on here as well.
Go
Then
ahead.
we'll jump into that game or any game that you got cash on. We
I
could
got
just
cash on the Bills game. I got cash. I got the Bills in the teaser, so I got cash on that game, and I got cash on the Jet game, and the other part of the teaser was the Bears game. So those are the three games I
all
got
right, say no more.
cash
So
on
we're gonna touch on
for
all those
now.
games. We're gonna touch on all those games.
Let's
Say
go
no
with you.
more. But we're gonna go right into this game. It's an early game. Seattle Seahawks going up against the
Yes.
real rested Lions, Detroit Lions. That's finally talking my language, talking about they gonna unleash my boy Jahmyr Gibbs. Are they gonna really do that or not, man? I don't know. I'm kind of pissed off last week. That was mainly the real reason why I was down. In Eunice, I had great calls, especially with the Cleveland Browns. Had great calls with the Cardinals. It's just some bullshit with the damn Lions. Even though we hit the money line down the stretch, it was all right, whatever with that. But it was, they did do no justice because of Jahmyr Gibbs killed us all off on that game. So, at the end of the day, we shake that off, go on to the next week. It doesn't matter about this day. Today, we only about to watch some great new football that we never seen before. And at that point, I think that we're gonna see Jahmyr Gibbs ball the fuck out today, but we're not gonna take him any prop wise just because it's kind of tricky. I don't know. I don't need to see that. I'm gonna just strictly take them with the points. Right now, we put this down here when it was 6. It's really creeped up down to 4 now with the Lions. So the Lions have took some money. It was at 6. Now it's at -4 with the Lions. This is a situation where you see the Seahawks improving. I definitely see the Seahawks improving, especially on the offensive side. and on the defensive side, don't get me wrong, because they have so many opportunities to do so with the personnel that they have. They have a lot of players, a lot of pieces, a lot of draft picks that they were able to accumulate within that rush trade that turned over to players, what I'm saying, on the defensive side, have been turned into wide receivers like Jackson Smith. I think that he's going to have a pretty good game today. I'm not sure that if I want to bet him on a prop there. I ain't gonna lie. As far as Jackson Smith, that was one of my things that I was thinking about doing here, but I don't feel like I'm comfortable enough to just jump out on the limb here on week 2. Even though I'm probably going to see him score a touchdown, some crazy shit like that, and it's going to make me bet him next week. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably be on him next week, but I'd rather see it this week and bet him next week than just hope that he does it this week and stay away from him next week. So I'm gonna just chill out. I like the matchup for him in this game as well, especially since they have injuries at the wideout position there for the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks, because they have injuries at the running back as well. Let's pull out the injury report, bro. I'm over here bullshitting with you, got me like you ain't professional, bro. I'm over here bullshitting. But
That's how we do, man. We do it like we're talking, at the
I,
bar.
don't,
But that's how we do
I
it.
ain't trying to bullshit though. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie.
No, it's all good.
That's for sure. Yeah. All right, but no. So
Go ahead.
so really though, if you really look and peel this all the way back, I really want to talk about what I expect from the Detroit Lions in this game. Obviously, they just play on Thursday night. They playing at home. They have a better chance of playing with all the way rested, full speed because of their home cooking, all that stuff. Along with the Seattle Seahawks, they just played on the West Coast, had to fly all the way over with short amount of rest. Obviously, this is early in the game, early in
Yeah.
the week. This is not a huge edge for the damn Detroit Lions, but I'm thinking of it as enough edge to already give me the talent edge for the Lions. And I like the way the line is moving against me. You know what I'm saying? I like the way the line is moving against me. I
Yeah.
think that the line is kind of telling you that people are loving what they're seeing with the Seattle Seahawks. They
Yes,
expect
they
them to
are.
have a bounce back here. I
Uh
expect
huh.
them to have a bounce back too. But are they going to win this game and by more than are they going to cover this game? I don't expect them to. So I don't think they have a chance of winning. So that's the reason why I wouldn't bet them. And I think that the team that will have a chance of winning is the Lions. And I think they have a great chance of covering the spread at 4. So give me the minus 4. This is actually my best bet, not just because of the situation, but I think this is just the best bet because the Lions really going to bounce back just as much as that Seahawks expect them to bounce back. I like the over here as well. This is one of the highest totals of the game of the day for a reason. We're seeing it at 47. It was at 47 and a half, I believe, when I put this up. Yeah, it's still at 47 and a half at some places like Caesars as well. So, I really gonna I'm gonna stay away from any total or anything, but I'm sticking to the script, and it's gonna be the best bet for the day. The Detroit Lions minus 4. That's what I'm gonna rock out with. Yeah, and after that, man, Dami, man, whatever you want to talk about, brother, that's what we could go ahead and approach. I got some more parlay piece. And then I also have some anytime touchdown props. I gave out the DeAndre Hopkins. I got 2 more to give out in 2 more games, and I think you are on one of those games here. So whatever you want to do, we could go ahead.
Interest. Okay, quickly on this game. I mean, everybody's loving the Lions this year, and you said something at the beginning of the year. We're going to see something we don't usually see, and that's
Right.
the Lions balling out. And listen, I'm 66 fucking years old, man. I haven't seen the Lions ball out ever. Really? I mean, I got to think a long time ago, boy. That team's been bad for a long time. Everything, the spotlight's on them, though, man. All the pressure is on them. I was a little shocked the line went from 6 down to 4.5, or maybe even 4 at sometimes. Now I'm seeing a 5. I'd like to see that little buyback, you know.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know why that line really dropped like that. I was surprised. That did shock me. For some reason, the Lions did not practice on Wednesday. If that means anything, I mean, I couldn't take the Seahawks. This game confused the hell out of me, Wham, to be honest with you, and
Mhm.
I laid off it. I also didn't understand the total dropping from 51 to 47 and a half, or whatever the hell it is now. I mean, it opened up at 51. I just thought that If anything, if you told me take a bet, I would take the over as opposed to, that would be my bet if I was told, on a free bet on this game. Let's
Got
say
you, got you, got you.
that's all.
Okay.
That's all.
All right.
Big
So
game for the Lions, though, man. This is a big one for the Lions, believe it or not, because all the spotlight's on them. So,
shout out to the chat, man. I can't forget the chat, man. They doing it the fuck up. We got a lot of people up in here. Want to make sure I give out a big special shout out to my boy Justin for being the first one up in here.
Yes, sir.
I'm not about to mess up his name ever again.
I heard that part.
McKelvey. You feel me? So say no more, Justin McKelvey. I'm never gonna fuck your name up again, bro. I fuck with you. You are my guy. Say no more, bro. And as far as my boy Nate Dogg 420, say good morning, good day, family. Shout out to my boy. It's early as hell out here from the West Coast. 8:16 a.m., bro. I'm out here. I ain't got no kids and stuff. I'm chilling, bro. We got a little vacation time.
Nice. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, jeez. That's nice. That's a real vacation. I remember those days, man, when they were little.
You know that. You know that.
I know. Hell yeah. What's
kids.
up, Ixnizzle? Here's my boy.
My boy Snizzle up in here. Dabby Cab up in here. Shout out to Dabby Cab.
And just a quick shout out, bro. Wine Time Sports has been joining the boss and the sauce. And he's been lighting it up. Glad to have him on the team. Shout out Wine Time.
Wine Time Sports, man. My boy jumping ahead. I see you. I seen Wine Time. I seen Abel as well. He say good morning, everyone. Shout out
Abel A.
But you know what, Nate Dogg 420 got Washington +3.
That's my boy right there.
Very interesting game right there. My boy
Abel likes Geno Smith over 22 and a half passing completions. That's
right.
And that bodes for the over, right? That would bode for the over if
what we're saying too, that they're going to be improved. They're going to play
a good game.
Better. I expect that to be a good game. I think it's a high total for a reason. Like I said, it's at 47 right now. 47 juice to the over. Obviously, it's supposed to be a good one. Shout out to Abel again. He got Purdy over 11 and a half. Oh,
1.5. Right.
First downs. And Chris
with
McCaffrey.
with Christian.
Okay, he got ATD with Chris McCaffrey.
Christian, you gotta say this to Christian. Make sure he stays on the field all game.
Oh wow, that's crazy. You crazy. Shout out to my boy Jimmy G.
Jimmy G. I can't get it. Sorry, bro.
Got it, bro.
I'm trying to help you out there.
Worry,
listen, quickly go back to a game we talked about. I just noticed it too. The Washington Commanders. That team total is only 17 and a half. Of course, we do like 17, but it's even. It's a short team total. They're gonna score 20 points to win that game. I would.
And the reason why is because it's in Denver. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That altitude into it. They expect it to be some sort of frustration there, but I'm adding that into it too.
Right.
I'm adding that along with the talent level, along with the cohesion and the script. I got the script. Today is the day that we talking about the NFL
script.
Week 2. This is the script. Week 2. We doing
full disclosure. All my bets are half units last week and this week.
It's all
first
good.
3 weeks.
It's all good. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And we appreciate the disclosure as well. Like I was giving you guys, I do have a half unit on the Chargers -3. I got a half unit on the Packers as well at +2. I think.
Okay, what's your next game, bro?
But the full units on the Commanders, full unit, the double unit on 2 unit on the Lions. That's the best
double.
Bet. And this next full unit play, along with full unit with the DeAndre Hopkins, next full unit play is a play I think you got with a teaser, bro. It's this Bills game and the Raiders. The Raiders game. I love this game a lot. I love this game because this is another bounce back candidate right here for you. As far as overreaction, bro, I think this is another overreaction type game. We see 2 games that we're going to be able to talk about with overreaction. Seem like both of these teams. Both of this game has moved as far as in both directions that I thought it was overreactions, and obviously they showed that to be overreaction with the line moving in the direction. This has been a 2-point movement, went from 9.5 to 7.5 now with the Bills. Juice to the Bills, of course. I still think the Bills are going to be bounce back approved. Josh Allen can't do the same things that he did last game. Like obviously. Bro, like what the fuck are you doing?
He was out of sorts, man.
You are a bozo.
Bro, he was out of sorts.
Like you are a bozo, bro. You are a bozo. You are a bozo. You are a clown, Josh Allen. I put him in my fantasy league, and guess what? I dropped Jordan Love, the best quarterback of the
Fuck.
week. Dropped Jordan Love, picked his ass, and I picked his ass up again. Though I ended up putting a little chili on him, but a little bread. But it's all gravy. I was hot, bro. I was hot. But it's all good though. I ain't worried about it. It's all good. I ain't worried about it because, like I said earlier, we got a whole nother day. And I think he has a whole nother reset as well. I think Josh Allen has a reset in him, and there's no other chance. I'm talking to a Raider fan this week, and he said, "Hey man, you gonna trust Josh Allen this week?" I said, he said, and before I was able to even answer, he said, "Of course you are, because you're going against us, huh? This is the only purpose." He pretty much give me like this only right type. I'm like, exactly. Like it's a clear indication of a natural way of getting this guy to bounce back, him running the ball, him getting real rough. I hate that the fact that he likes to dive head first, especially even if it's not a first down opportunity. He could just dive head first just for any type of yards. Like it's just stupid as hell the way he actually navigates through the game. But at the end of the day, as long as he give us the W, that's all I feel. And I'm not on anything to do with the side with this Bills team. I'm on Josh Allen here. I think he's gonna do whatever it takes to get this W. And by means anything, I think that he's gonna get the touchdown from the goal line like he normally does when they win the ball game. And he's gonna get an anytime touchdown. I got it at plus 125. I got Josh Allen anytime touchdown locked in there. I like that a lot.
I like
That's
that.
what I'm rocking with there as far as Josh Allen today. And then yeah, and that's all I'm rocking with in this game. But other than that, that's it, bro. That's it.
I like that look. I'm gonna tail that fucker. I like that look, man. That is a good look. Listen, I'm in Jet country, as we know. I'm surrounded by Jet fans that are just been over ecstatic for 6 months. It's been just and I'm one of those very few Jet fans that wasn't all. I'm not even going to go into the whole Aaron Rodgers thing, but again, full disclosure, I wanted the Jets to take Derek Carr and not Aaron Rodgers. Shoot me later.
Wow.
That's what I wanted. Wow. I wanted that money to go elsewhere. I think we could have brought in a big time running back, even though we got a good one, Petty Young, or a big time receiver, or a big time tight end. We could have spent that money different. Look what happened. That's not the reason why. I didn't want the old Aaron Rodgers. But forget about all that.
Lamar Jackson. They got Lamar Jackson.
That's right. That's right. They sure should have. They sure should have. And just to add to that, 3 years ago I was saying take Trevor Lawrence, not Zach Wilson. But hindsight is 2020. Plus, who knows what the real deal was? Everybody thinks it's that easy. Or I could just take this one or that one. It's not really how it works. Let's get to this game. The Buffalo Bills last week, I thought, lost that game as much as the Jets won it. Sorry. The Jets defense played good. They didn't play great. Their stats are great. Anyone was beating the Bills last week, guys. The Jets played fine. Zach Wilson did good. For him to come in that situation, Aaron Rodgers going down 4 plays, for the team to respond and not get their heads out of the game. That was a big. That showed me a lot for the Jets. It really did.
I agree.
And 100%. And I love the Jets. I wish they would go, but I don't see this whole. Aaron Rodgers was taking us to the Super Bowl this year. Sorry, didn't see it, never seen it. Don't. And now who knows? Does he come back after this injury, or does he say fuck it? But let me tell you something about Aaron Rodgers this week, and I got to give him respect where I didn't. He said this week, because of course all the sports radio, all of New York, everyone all over the nation is talking about now what did the Jets do, right? So all the names started popping up. Matthew Stafford, more than anyone named, been popping up. Rodgers released a statement saying this team is not making any big-time quarterback moves. We are not signing any Matthew Straffords or anybody else. This is still my team. I'll be in Zach Wilson's ear during the game, and together we'll take this team, blah, 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 blah. So that was cool that he did that. That was cool that he backed up Zach Wilson, but Zach Wilson's still Zach Wilson. He still has the second most interceptions of any quarterback in the league from last year, or whatever the damn stat was. I mean, let's face it. Now, all these people that's just trashed Zach Wilson for the last 3 years are all on his back. Oh, we trust in Wilson. Oh, this is here. Let me tell you something. I think the Jets are in trouble with obviously with Aaron Rodgers going down. But that being said, go back to the Bills. I thought the Bills lost that game. Allen's interceptions were terrible. Anyone was intercepting those balls. Anyone was beating the Bills last week. Allen was just out of it. Was playing. He was played like he played in his rookie year. You know, jumping out of the pocket, not decisive on what he was doing. He just had a bad game. I agree with you. I got the Bills in a teaser, which I'm sure half the nation has the Bills in a teaser
Yeah.
or the Bills in a survivor. But I got the Bills minus 1.5. I got the Bills minus 1.5 with the teaser, and I hooked them up with the Bears game under 47.5. I don't see where any points are coming in that Tampa Bay Bears game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and
So that was my teaser, Bo.
I'm just gonna get my last.
Sorry to go crazy on that game.
Nah, I heard the Jets.
Yeah.
I heard you get all your Jets shit out. I heard you.
Yeah,
That was a lot of soul you gave out right there. The Jets. You know what I'm saying? You forgot you was talking about the Bills. You was like, oh yeah,
Exactly.
I see that.
But just the point was the Bills played terrible, didn't they? I mean, a lot of people were beating that team last week. Was really my whole point. That's all. But anyhow.
No, I'm fucking with you. But no, I'm just go straight to
that's my teaser.
Straight quick little pick, real quick. We're gonna just make this shit real brief for y'all. Ain't nothing to really think too hard about. I take Anthony Richardson, man. I think he's gonna be the deciding factor, the anytime touchdown deciding factor. Plus 150 with Anthony Richardson, the quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts. This game is very interesting as well. Like I don't really have too much to say logistics wise, other than that these two quarterbacks are going to just be able to do what the fuck they want to do, and both teams are going to be able to do what the hell they want to do. Whoever wins by special team is probably going to win this game. You know what I mean? It's going to be that close. You know what I mean? So I don't want anything to do with that part aspect of the game. I want something to do with who I expect to score, and I think that the touchdown is going to come to the quarterback yet again, like it did last week for Anthony Richardson at plus 150. I think we continue to get a good number. We might see this to be a minus 120 by the end of this year because he scored so many. So I like this. I can expect him to even get a chance to get 2 touchdowns today against this defense. As far as the Texans, they're not that bad, and they actually didn't play that bad in the last game. CJ Stroud just I don't think he the guy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think he in NFL type player. I never really seen too much of it, and I'm not really shown too much of it right now. But I think the other guy that we've taken the anytime touchdown with, Anthony Richardson, he's gonna live here a little bit longer. So I like him to score, and plus 150 is what I got there with Anthony Richardson. As far as this game, Dom, I think you said you don't got nothing to talk about this game, so we'll just skip right over that. As far as this best bet for this week, as far as for today, what would you say, Don? What's your best bet that you have for today? If you look at your card and you look at it, I'm gonna tell you my best bet right off the jump. I already told y'all what it was. It's the Detroit Lions -4, bro. Detroit Lions, they gonna come out and spank their ass, man. I love the Seattle too. They gonna look good. They gonna do their offense. This is gonna be a nice offensive score. It's just that they gonna drop 55 on them. They gonna 54, 50 something plus. You know what I'm saying? The Lions here, I think. So I think all them boys eat today, and it's gonna be crazy there. Shout out to the Lions there. I think they hold it down today. Give us the -4 there. That's my best bet for today. What about you, Dami, before we get
First, let me tell you about those damn Jets. No, I'm only kidding.
Go ahead, talk about the Jets.
I'm only kidding. I got 3 bets actually on that Jet game, and it's the first bet I put in for the week. It's my favorite bet. It's a bet I take a lot, and that's the Jets over 1.5 field goals. I got it at -115. It's a bet that I feasted on last year. That over 1.5. I seem to have. I was on a really good run with that last year. As a matter of fact, Ix Nizzle reminded me of that.
Shout out to Ix Nizzle.
Yes, but I love that. Listen, Zach, I do those field goal props with baseball on the quarterbacks and the kickers, and Zach Wilson's like that type of quarterback. Justin Fields, those kind of guys that the coaches like. If Aaron Rodgers was starting this year, I probably wouldn't be on that bet too much because I was thinking that Rodgers would be going for it on fourth down a lot more than they're going to let Zach Wilson go for it on fourth down, for
Mm.
instance. Plus, the Jets have a good kicker. It's just a bet I take all the time. I love that bet. And I took a few bets on that game, but I took the Jets. I don't know what you think about that game, that Jet Dallas game. I know the
Yeah,
line went
I
down a
got a
little
long
bit.
opinion
We
on
could
this
talk
game.
about that game if you want.
Let's do it.
Um, but you know, I think that first of all, I thought that the total at 38.5 is doable to go over. I know that's against a lot of thoughts. It went down from 41.5 to 38.5. The line opened up at at 4.5. Then Rogers got hurt. It went up to 9.5. Got bet down to 8. Now I'm seeing it rise up a little bit. I'm seeing some 8.5s now, and maybe a 9. I don't know about who's going to. I mean, Dallas really should win this game easy. I think. I think Dallas's defense could be the best defense in the league, based off. I mean, the Giants also shot themselves in the foot last week too. I don't want to give Dallas too much credit, but it's a lot of points.
Right.
It's a lot of points. So I stayed away. This is what I bet: the Jets field goal over 1.5 minus 115. I also bet that the Jets team total over 14. Now it's 14.5. I wouldn't take it, but the beginning of the week, I put it in our chat that we're in. I took the Jets team total over 14. I just think that Dallas will screw up some way and let the Jets score a couple points. I think this is going to go over 38. I think the score could be 24, 20 game, 24-17, whatever, something like that. I think it's going to go over the 38 points. That's for sure.
For sure.
Um, and I was eyeing on a interception prop. They have over 1.5 interceptions on Bet Online has over 1.5 interceptions plus 200 on Zach Wilson. I didn't think that was such a bad bet. Over one was minus 180, so obviously you're not going to take that. But there was a parlay with each quarterback having at least one over a half. So each quarterback having one interception, it was like plus 110 or something. I didn't think that was a bad bet either. I could see both quarterbacks fucking up. Maybe some sacks, throwing some interceptions. I think it might be
Little
that
bit
kind of
of
game.
everything.
I think
Yeah.
it could be that kind of game, man.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know I would love to know what everybody thinks about this game because, but that's what I
Yeah.
did. I took the Jet. I listen. I took the Jets going to have more than 14
But the
points,
game also.
and I took over. It'd be hard for me to lose both bets, kind of. Not that it couldn't happen, but to lose the field goal and the over 14 would be probably tough. But
Yeah.
it's probably better, more of a chance that it's going to split. But that's what I took for
Yeah.
today. That was it, man. And my only other bet was on the Jaguars, like I told you. But as far as this Jet game, tell me, what do you think about this game?
Yeah. Nah. I agree. I agree with you. I think the Jets is one of the teams. I think they kind of went a little overreacted. This team didn't score any offense as far as the Cowboys, and we all seen that. Dak and them smiling and shit on the sideline. That's something like that just didn't sit
Yep,
well with me,
yep,
and it's the reason why I'm betting with teams like Packers that show heart and betting against teams like the Cowboys. But I'm not betting against the Cowboys to be honest with you because along with other teams, I expected to bounce back. I just overreaction is just something that you try to avoid.
yeah, yeah,
And
exactly.
and this is overreacting, I think, spread. But to be to be honest with you, thinking that the Cowboys offense is going to be that bad is overreacting. Like their offense ain't going to be that bad.
What do you think
You
about
know
their
what
team
I'm saying?
total? It's 24.
They could put a lot of fucking points on just Zach Wilson weak ass.
Yep,
We already know the truth.
yep.
So I think Zach Wilson. Zach. I like Zach though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm always
No,
been a apologist with
right.
Zach all the way back to BYU. You know what I'm
Uh
saying?
huh.
'Cause I was there when they broke the record for consecutive touchdowns, and I was hitting the touchdown prop.
Oh, okay.
I was hitting the touchdown prop live like 7 times in a row and shit. That plus money, it was a beautiful thing. So I got a lot of love for Zach just based off of that alone. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
don't
at the
blame
end
you.
of the day, it was a bowl game and shit. If anybody know,
Right.
they could look that shit up. But uh, say it's anything else I was saying, but like I got a lot of love for Zach, but at the same time, I don't think that I want to put my money here, so that's the reason why I haven't did
Yeah.
anything. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I'm staying away from me getting out any lanes. I don't want nobody to feel like I'm telling him to
Right.
do anything like
Yeah.
that. My boy say he got action here with the Jets. Shout out to him. That's what's up. I'm sure you got a better number than it is right now. It's 8 right now, so it was at 7.5 as well earlier because it looked like it was a
Yeah,
lot
and
more.
now I'm seeing 8.5. Bet online is back up to 8.5.
Okay,
Bet
cool,
US is back up to 8.5. Yeah.
cool,
What do you
cool.
think about that total at 38? Now it's 38.5.
Nah, I mean, like I ain't gonna lie. These low totals, I'm scared to go against them. I think the
Yeah.
totals are low for a reason, and we
Well, I
see
didn't take it. I
all these
just
unders, coming in cashing. I'm trying to go to the window, so whatever's cashing is I need to be betting, and these
I'm with
unders
you.
are hidden, and that's what I need to be betting. That's how I'm feeling. So,
Right.
any under that I'm liking out of all these unders, the first one that screams out to me is the Green Bay one. Even though I think that the offense is going to be a little bit better with Green Bay than the Falcons, and Falcons offense can work out and figure it out. They have a good, excellent run game. Don't get me wrong, and they're at home, so is it going to be a good environment for them? That being in the dome here, um, going over a 40 point total. Just think about that. Just being the dome game, having that low ass total like that. But this
Right.
defense is should be top tier for both sides. I think it's a lot of top good defense here for the Green Bay, but for Green Bay and the Falcons there. But I like Green Bay's chances offensively a lot more. So that's why we're on Green Bay. But other than that,
Cool.
yeah, let's go over the players here. I'm on the Lions best bet -4. Commanders another full unit bet money line +167. I got a half unit on the Packers. I got a half unit on the Chargers, both on the spread line. And then we also got anytime touchdowns, Josh Allen, Anthony Richardson, and DeAndre Hopkins. All three of those straight bets, and we got those parlayed as well. Then we got the that's it. Yeah, that's it actually. That's it. That's all we got right there. And then the only reason why I'm not talking about the Ravens game is because I got a future here with the Ravens to win a division. Obviously, this is a big game for the division. I'm thinking about taking the Bengals to win the division, kind of like being able to just win money and kind of not worry about it. Because I think it's out of one of these two teams. I don't really think that the Browns are going to be. They got a good defense, but I don't think they're going to be that good down the stretch to win this division here. So I'm kind of contemplating and doing that before tip off, but I'm not sure I'm going to do it or anything. So that's made me stay away from this game at all. Other than that, though, Dami, anything else you want to lead us off with? Any bets that you want to talk about before we get out here,
Just
bro?
quickly, that the Kansas City Jags game. I took the Jags +3.5.
Okay.
I'll always take the Jags at home plus money. I mean,
Now, I remember
I think they're
you
an
brought
up
that
and
up
coming
earlier.
team.
This
But
your
we
best
talked.
bet?
But I
Yeah, we
took
talked
no. My
about.
best bet is that Jets. My best bet is the Jets field goal over 1.5. So here's my bets: Jets over 1.5 field goals. Jets team total over 14.
Uh-huh.
Jags +3.5, and a teaser: Bills -1.5, and the Bears game under 47.5. Those are my
All right.
bets. I did add Washington team total over 17.5 during the show at
All right.
even money. And I am going to add, as soon as we're done, the Josh Allen over TD. I want to check the two books and see if anyone has a different price. I like that. I'll be tailing you on that sucker. And that's what I got for you, brother.
All right, my boy, man. You already know, bro. It's always love, man. We're gonna end up out of here. Try to get this under an hour for you at least get have a little time to just check this out. Do your
Yeah.
thing here. Gave out all our bets again. I'm on the Lions -4, Commanders money line +167, Packers on the points, Chargers on the points, anytime touchdowns with Josh Allen, Anthony Richardson, and DeAndre Hopkins. And anytime you see me, you already know what it is, man. We getting right to the cash. And at the end of the day, we're gonna make sure you get that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Dami. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Thank you, Wim.
Gotta do the roll call. Abel, Jimmy Gomez, X Nezzo, Wine Time Smart, Nate Dogg, Big Ragu, Justin, McLevy, McKelvey. Oh shit, I fucked up, bro. My fault. McKelvey. Fuck it. All right. And I'll see y'all later, man. Y'all already know. Peace, man. Peace.